In the Philippines, the most dangerous monster is not a giant. It is not a sea beast. In Filipino mythology, evil wears a human face, and it lives next door. The term aswang does not describe a single creature. It is a broad classification, a category of supernatural beings recorded across Visayan, Tagalog, Kapampangan, and dozens of other regional traditions. These beings integrate into human communities. They hold ordinary lives by day. They hunt by night. The dominant fear embedded in Philippine folklore is not the beast in the wilderness. It is the neighbor, the midwife, the stranger on the road. This episode covers 4 of the most documented shapeshifters in that tradition. The aswang is the oldest and most widespread supernatural entity in Filipino recorded tradition. By day, it presents as human. Most accounts from Visayan folklore describe a woman, often considered beautiful and integrated into the village community. At night, that appearance ends. The aswang shifts form. Accounts vary by region. A large black dog, a bird moving without sound, a bat circling above a household roof. It targets pregnant women and children. It mimics the voices of the living to draw victims outside. Detection is the primary challenge. The aswang does not announce itself. It operates within the community it hunts. Documented protections include garlic, salt, and vinegar applied to doorways and windows. The most specific deterrent in Visayan tradition is the buntot pagi, a whip made from the dried tail of a stingray, believed to repel the creature on contact. Holy water is also recorded across both Catholic-influenced and pre-colonial accounts. The aswang is not a creature of the forest. It is a creature of proximity. The Manananggal is named for what it does. In Filipino, tanggal means to remove or to separate. The Manananggal separates itself. Tagalog and Visayan accounts describe the same mechanism. At night, the upper half of the creature's body detaches at the torso. It rises on large, bat-like wings. The lower half legs and waist remain standing. At the site of separation, the creature hunts sleeping pregnant women. It uses a long, retractable tongue, thin enough to pass through roofing material, to extract blood and fetal tissue from the womb. The target does not wake. The critical vulnerability is the lower body. If salt, garlic, or ash is applied to the lower half before dawn, the upper body cannot reconnect. A manananggal that fails to rejoin by sunrise dies at first light. Its power is invisibility in approach. Its weakness is the body it leaves behind. Pre-colonial oral tradition classifies the Tikbalang as a messenger of the underworld. Its territory is the forest and the rural road specifically, the paths between settlements, where travelers move without witnesses. The Tikbalang stands substantially taller than a human. Its build is muscular. Its head is that of a horse. Its limbs extend beyond normal proportions. It moves on hooves. The creature does not typically kill. It disorients. Travelers in the Philippines report a phenomenon called nawawala sa landas, becoming lost on a familiar path. Accounts describe walking for hours and returning to the same point, covering territory in circles without realizing it. The Tikbalang is the documented cause. 2 counters appear consistently in regional folklore. The first, if a traveler succeeds in pulling 3 golden hairs from the Tikbalang's mane, the creature is bound. It must serve that person indefinitely. The second is practical and widely used. Turning a shirt inside out confuses the creature's ability to track and misdirect. The Tikbalang is the only creature in this episode that targets cognition rather than the body. The Amalanhig are aswangs that failed. In Visayan tradition, an aswang must transfer its curse to another person before death. Those who do not or cannot rise from the grave as something different. Rigid, animated corpses that retain the aswang's predatory drive but none of its intelligence. The Amalanhig cannot bend its knees. It walks in a stiff, straight-line shamble. It cannot change course around obstacles with ease. It cannot climb. It cannot ascend stairs. It cannot cross standing or moving water. What it can do is pursue indefinitely. The Amalanhig does not tire. It does not stop. It kills by biting the neck, and a victim who survives the bite does not recover. They become Amalanhig. The escape protocol documented in Visayan folklore is straightforward. Find stairs. Climb a tree. Cross water. The Amalanhig's danger is not intelligence. It is persistence. It will follow until the terrain prevents it. 4 creatures, 4 methods. 1 question. Which is the most dangerous? The Amalanhig ranks lowest. Its stiff legs are a documented structural weakness. Elevation and water stop it outright. A prepared individual survives. The Tikbalang operates in cognitive disruption. It rarely kills directly. Its danger is cumulative. Prolonged disorientation in isolated terrain. Given awareness of the countermeasures, survival probability is high. The aswang ranks second. It is widespread, adaptable, and deeply embedded in communities. Detection requires knowledge of specific behavioral indicators. Multiple documented weaknesses exist, but locating them in time is not guaranteed. The Manananggal ranks first. It approaches silently. It targets sleeping victims. By the time an attack is identified, it has already begun. Its one vulnerability, the separated lower body, is effective only if located, before the creature returns at dawn. The Manananggal cannot be outrun. It cannot be detected in approach. It selects the most defenseless targets, pregnant women, asleep, at night. By the criteria of detectability, lethality, and escape difficulty, the Manananggal is the most dangerous shapeshifter in Philippine folklore. These are 4 traditions drawn from over 100 cultures across one archipelago. Each creature reflects a specific fear: the trusted neighbor, the disappearing path, the thing above the roof. In Philippine mythology, the monster does not come from outside. It was already there.